What's going on, faithfuls? What's going on, faithful? All right, there's your boy Ryan. You know, coming from yourself, Ryan from JMSY168, my Twitter handle. All right, and of course, we're gonna have fun, excitement, news for, of course, the come back to a nice full episode of the past, present, future. All right, and of course, it's sponsored by the Red and Gold 24/7. All right, and of course, I'm gonna have a few more people coming in here. I just want to get it started. You can find us on YouTube, Twitch, X/Twitter, and of course Facebook. All right, so keep your hands settled, be calm, be cool, be collective, and we will be back with you shortly. All right, guys, we'll be back with you shortly. Stay tuned, please. Stay tuned.
Red and go, red and go, red and go, red and go. Red and go, red and go, red and go, red and go. Yeah, you know what it is. Home of the West Coast offense. Frisco to Stockton, Modesto to Fresno, we get it poppin'. Reppin' my team, when you see me, you know everything. Red and go, red and go, red and go.
Go. What's up, faithful? We're back with a full episode, of course, of the past, present, and future. All right, and of course, we will be talking about the draft. All right, so as I get this going, I just wanted to come with you and just bring up some stuff before I start bringing some guys in. So basically, talk about the news. Like I said, I know, starting over again like always. But starting to talk about news, draft picks, and all that stuff. All right, have some fun. Okay, so basically, I know right now I got somebody in the background waiting for me, and I know I got a couple more people just popped in. Good. Of course, I'm waiting for one more, and he's always late. What else new? And I know he was the first one I wanted to come in with, but it's all good though. My beautiful daughter. Can you get away the microphone, please? Ah, my goodness. Daughters, I tell you. But of course, the guys know about daughters. They have their own. But I hope it's not too loud for you guys. Sorry. But that's the reason why I got the microphone next to my face. That way you can hear me better. But yeah. All right. Let's get the show going. The first guy I'm going to bring in the course, we all know him resides from Texas. All right. And of course, I'm talking about my man, Jake. It truly is Jake. Here we go, Jake. Here, come in, man.
What's up, brother, man? Faithful? What's going on, Ryan? Good to be here.
And of course, he's Jake Eastham. He's ours truly, not yours truly. He's ours truly. All right, you find him at
truly.
You find him at Super Beast 86 on Twitter and X. All right, and of course, now I'm gonna bring a guy in from all the way. He's actually from north of me. He's north. I found out today. I didn't really know where he was from until I asked him today. I'm glad I did. But he's north of me. I'm in Jersey, and he's up in Connecticut. So he's just under Massachusetts and just above New York. You know, he's all in between. So let's welcome in the guy who came in his first show last week. Let's welcome in. What's up, Rich?
How we doing? How you doing, Ryan? How's things?
What's up, man? No problem, man. No problem, brother. And of course, you find Rich, or of course, Rich Bonsol. Is that right? Bonsol?
Yes.
Bonsol.
Yes.
On Twitter and X. All right. And of course, we're all waiting for Matt. Of course, he's always late. But I had to do a few things before I came on here. Lucky I made it on time. Lucky I did. But it's the point of having kids. So, gentlemen, I know we're probably gonna have to speed up. Well, actually, speed Matt in here when he gets in here. We are, of course, we're gonna be Matt, but yeah. Basically, on the last week, me, Matt, and Rich were talking about the draft picks, old draft picks. Yes, Jake, we were talking about the old draft picks. We went through them, went through all lists, and we went through all the names, who was bad, who was good, who was a gem. We went through all that stuff. So gentlemen, how's been the day today? How's your work day? How's it been going? Yeah, let me know.
Fantastic. It's been a long one. I've been up since 3, but on my way home now.
Day was good, long week. I'm glad it's over.
TGRF babies, TGRF. And
That's right.
if you all know that, if you all kids don't know about what that is, that's the old folks used to use back in the day. TGIF means thank God it's Friday. So yeah, so basically, I don't know I know about maybe a couple of news things, but I don't know the one's actually true. We all saw it in our chat, and I don't know if you guys are excited about it. I was excited about what I saw. I thought it was actually real, but they're all saying about
Yeah.
Bryant Young.
I'm
Bryant
bummed
Young.
about it because it's not real.
I know.
Yeah.
Somebody
It's a
posted
great
it in the
concept. I'd
chat,
love to
so.
have him in here as a defensive coach, but I just don't know if it's going to happen.
Yeah, I know. It's a bummer.
All you clickbait beat writers need to take a hike, man. You're getting us all worked up.
I think that page is just a joke page because it seems like all the time, if it's the same page I'm thinking of, it's always stuff that's just not true. It's like, crazy speculation, but never true.
It's like
So, yeah.
here's an offer up for best trade of the year if it were to ever happen, but probably won't. And they quit playing with it.
I mean,
It's not cool.
I saw.
Right now, everything's been pretty docile.
I thought they were joking when I saw it. I'm like, wow, really? Seriously?
Yeah, it's probably not going to happen. Would love for it to happen. I think there have been some quotes about how beneficial it would be to have him, but it's probably not even a thing right now. I think Robert Saleh's built his crew, and they're working on that right now.
Yeah, and I'm good with that. We don't need to throw any other guys in the mix right now. We don't even have any defensive tackles yet. Who's he going to coach?
Yeah. You going to get in there and play?
Exactly.
We better get somebody, man. We need somebody so bad. We got nobody right now. We
need
go.
two. We need 2 tackles.
We need a rookie and a veteran. We got to have at least one, and they're not going to last all year. So we need some depth because honestly, there ain't nobody. There's nobody.
Nah, like I said, I think you missed last week, Jake. But I was hoping Calais Campbell would still be hanging around. So draft one, take Calais Campbell, and there you go. That's at least something.
Yeah. Sounds like a solid plan. However, they never cease to amaze me in the draft. I always hear people say, "Oh, they're going to take this person, they're going to take that person." They never. It's so unpredictable. When the Niners get up to the board, I think the last person I knew they were going to take was Bosa.
Yeah, that was where there was no doubt. You walked around and everybody you knew, they go, "Who do you think the Niners are taking?" You just went Bosa. You were confident. It wasn't like, "Oh, I don't know." No, not even close.
Even when Trey Lance got drafted, it was Justin Fields or Mac Jones, and then they started talking about Trey Lance. And honestly, I thought with Shanahan's experience with quarterbacks, he would have been able to understand that kid wasn't ready yet. Like he needed to play like 2 more years in college.
Yeah, I'm actually sad for him that he went to the Chargers and he didn't go to Canada or something where he'd actually play for a while.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Herbert got hurt a few years ago. I mean, he's had some injury issues, and
yeah.
But I mean, if anybody can whisper to the mobile quarterback, it's Harbaugh.
Oh yeah, he'll figure it out. They'll have something for him, but
At least turn him into some draft capital.
ugh. I don't even know how. I feel like he's full bust at this point, but he's still getting $6 million. I love the fact that a guy. Look, think about Trey. Right now, he's in his 5th year.
Yeah,
This will
but
be his
hey,
5th year.
you're not wrong. But who else was a bust and then came back and got paid? Geno Smith, dog.
Yep. Hey, Alex Smith.
Ugh. I went on a whole tangent about Alex Smith before he turned it around with Harbaugh. I was so
Yeah.
mad about his draft status, the way how much we were paying rookies at that time, the first pick in the draft. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they got 50
his
million back
contract.
then.
Yeah, he got what, 45? Was his
I think it was
45
49.
million?
I think it was 49.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And then unfortunately, he had Nolan and
Dingleberry.
Singletary. Neither of them were offensive coaches. They did bring March in, but March isn't he's a great, play caller, not the best coach, if you ask me.
Well, he's not a good talent evaluator either, because he had freaking JT O'Sullivan starting over freaking Alex.
Yeah. JT O'Sullivan, Sean Hill, Troy Smith.
Ugh.
Troy could have had it, but he didn't get a chance to learn either, man. He got into it with Singletary. He was toast. And
He's
he
a
didn't do
hothead,
that
though.
well in Baltimore.
He was a hothead, though. I didn't really.
Yep.
When he got mad, he didn't concentrate.
No discipline.
Okay. You guys are done talking about that for a second. Hey Jake, did you want me to speed you up to date what we talked about last week when you went off the air?
Oh yeah, please.
Okay. Well, I know for a fact that me, Matt, and Rich talked about the future or the past future picks that we had, and we started with John and Kyle's tenure. So basically, we went through all the past draft picks, and we said, he wasn't that good. Oh, he was a gem. Oh, he was great. So went like that. That's how we talked about it. So,
Yeah.
but we did 4 of them last week. And we're going to do 4 of them this week because the draft is actually next Thursday, people.
Yep.
April 24th to the 26th. All right, just so you know. Okay, if you want me to run it off with you real quick, get you caught up, then I can do that right now because I got it right in front of me. The first pick.
Let's go.
The first pick with Kyle and John, or John and Kyle's tenure. First pick out of 2017's NFL draft was Solomon Thomas. What'd you think about him? And all the hogwash you want to talk about him? Are we losing you again?
Are you not listing them off?
Yeah, no. I went by one. That's how I did it with them. I did it one by one. I should have said that to you. I'm sorry. My bad. So, what'd you think about Solomon Thomas?
I'm torn on him. Because I think that he was supposed to be as good as Bosa.
Okay.
And he just wasn't.
Okay. All right.
Kind of a bust.
All right, no problem. I guess we're moving on for the next one. Next one was pick 2, of course, linebacker. I'm pretty sure he was Alabama, which I think he was Alabama. Yeah, he's Alabama. Reuben Foster.
I liked Reuben Foster. He was a really good player. Didn't stay on top of it for us. Didn't stay with the team. He was a good talent. It was a good pick.
Gotcha. The third pick out of Colorado, Ahkello Witherspoon.
Bozeman?
No, Ahkello Witherspoon.
Oh, man, he was loved his talent. Would have loved to keep him with the team and not go with the Rams, but I did love watching him get trucked down the sideline by you-know-who.
Oh, jeez. All right. Our first quarterback that was drafted by John and Kyle's tenure came out of Iowa. And, of course, we're talking about C.J. Beathard.
Yeah. No. Terrible pick. Great backup, career backup. I call him Beat Hard.
Okay, next one. And I think it may be our first running back. Our first running back in their tenure from Utah, Joe Williams.
Miss.
I guess on next one, right? Next one.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. That's all I got. Miss.
I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can through for you that way because I knew you're the only one answering. Unless
Yeah, you're good.
Unless Rich wants to talk about something with one of the guys I'm gonna speak about, go right ahead, man. Just open your mouth, you say something. I don't care. But,
Okay, I'll chime in if there's something
gotcha.
fun.
That's what I meant to say. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, tell me
All
if
right,
I'm
man.
wrong here, but
Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sixth pick. The sixth pick from Iowa. Our first tight end that was drafted by their tenure. George effing Kittle.
the greatest pick they've ever made. Single greatest pick they've ever made.
That's not the
During their tenure, that's probably pretty accurate. You know, obviously people are going to want to throw Brock in there too because it's 7th round, but Kittle's Hall of Fame.
But I would say Brock would be, he's the greatest value pick that they've ever made.
Yep, agreed.
But Kittle is the greatest player that they've drafted, in my opinion.
Absolutely, Hall of Famer all the way.
That's not my greatest pick from them. You know who I'm thinking of. Even Rich knows that from last week.
Yeah.
So, all right, next one is, of course, our first wide receiver in their tenure from Louisiana Tech. Talking about TT Trent Taylor.
Miss.
Miss. Oh God. Jake
I thought you said mid. So I was like,
No, total miss. Not even mid. Mid would be a compliment.
yes.
Of course, Jake has his own words he likes to use. Always does. All right. On the next one.
I'll quote Debo, trash. I quote Debo, trash.
Oh boy, I tell you. All right, our first defensive tackle in their tenure from Mississippi, DJ Jones.
Oh man,
I miss
top
him.
10, top 10 pick.
DJ Jones was great. I thought he was great. He was good.
Top 10 pick for them. Yeah, he could have been great. He could have stayed with us the whole time if he was, if it was monetarily able. Loved him. He should still be here.
What do you? Okay, I don't know if you guys know the history or not that well back then. I don't know what year did we get rid of DeVarce Buckner? Do you remember?
It was the same year we drafted Kinlaw.
Okay. So, what's that? Lost him again.
Kinlaw was the Buckner was the hit, and then we lost him. Too good.
Yeah. Yeah, Kinlaw was supposed to be the replacement for Buckner.
A reason why I brought that up was because I know Buckner is the one who helped out DJ Jones to make him look good, look better, and of course it made it look.
There were better people at that pick.
Yeah. I can't think of his name. I know I can't remember his name for some reason. I don't know why I can't remember his name. Oh, the guy was right next to he was right next to right next to Buckner. Oh God, he helped him out a lot. Oh, Armstead. I looked at his name. Eric
Armstead. Okay, yeah.
He wasn't their tender though. He was in 2015. My bad. All right. He actually made Armstead look better. DeVarce Buckner did.
Yeah, but Armstead's still a solid player. He was still a solid player.
Yeah, he was solid. Yes, he was a solid player. But I think in my eyes, I think DeVarce Buckner made him a little better.
Yeah, but and also with Armstead, he always played. That's the other thing. He was always on the field. He didn't. You didn't really have to worry about him missing time. He didn't miss time.
I got you.
To me, availability. What do they say in the NFL? You know, availability is one of
Yeah.
your best, traits to have, and he was definitely that.
I pray to God his phone didn't die on him. That's the only thing he uses, unless he uses his laptop. All right. Well, we're not going to move on for that. I'll wait till Jake comes back. I'm sure he's not going to leave us alone. I know he's been begging to do this. But, yeah. Yeah, talk about the, well, I know I'm not going to talk about the Brock Lesnar thing. Or not Brock Lesnar. I don't know why I said his name. Brock Purdy thing, because that's just plenty to talk about the contract. Because I don't want to talk about that even. So, it'll come in when it comes. His contract will come when it comes.
Hopefully, it's before the 22nd.
Sorry about the noise in the background.
Sorry,
No, all
guys.
good. Yeah, as long as he's signed before the 22nd and OTA start, that's
You're
the
fired.
I don't want him to hold out. I don't want him to hold out, and I think he might.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't either. I hope he doesn't, man. I really do. All right, let's see here. Let me go back to this real quick. Sorry, Jake, man. I was like, oh my, he let me in the dark. I was like, I hope your phone didn't die. I hope it didn't. He's getting on his laptop. Okay, moving on. Can you hear me, Jake? You good? Can you hear me?
Sorry, man. I had my sound was still hooked up to my car. That's what happened. I got booted
Well,
when I tried to switch
we're not
over.
supposed to listen from the. If you're not in the car, we're not supposed to listen from the car. Listen for you now. You're inside the
Yeah,
house.
I know, but it didn't want to switch over. I went to settings and changed it, and it kicked me out of the room.
I ain't messing with you. You know that. Come on.
Ugh.
Sarcasm works.
So what did I miss? We were talking about Kinlaw.
It's okay. I'll put you back on. Don't worry. We were talking about Kinlaw because I said that Vargas Buckner is the one who made Eric Armstead look good. Because Eric Armstead wasn't that good. He was great. He was good, like Rich said when you went off air. But I think Vargas Buckner made him look a little better. The way his style was. That's what I said when you went
I think
off.
I agree with you only to the extent that Buckner was such a good player. He would have made anybody look good, but we suffered significantly losing Armstead. And I will say that we really needed him for that run defense last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Last year.
He was definitely missed. He was definitely missed.
So,
he was solid, and he always played. He didn't get hurt. He didn't get hurt.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving
and he
on
played
to the next
hurt
one.
if he did get hurt.
I know you're done. Sorry. My bad. I thought you were done. My bad.
You
all
good?
Yeah. Okay. So make sure you're good. That's all.
Yeah.
This guy, I told Matt and Rich that I didn't know how to say his last name. Pitta Trum. I can't say his name right. He's from Utah. County School in Utah. I can't say his name right. Pitta. He was a outside linebacker. A linebacker. I just can't remember his name. I remember saying I can't say his name. I know a lot of podcasters probably know his name by heart, but I don't know how to say that name. I'm sorry. But Pitta. I guess he didn't make it because we never saw him on the field. So
you must be butchering it because I don't know who the heck you're talking about.
Is that one of the players where we went next on last week, Ryan?
Yeah.
Next.
I
think we just went next because we didn't even know who he was.
I didn't know who he was either. I don't know who he was. I never saw him on the field before. I guess he was a draft pick, but I guess he didn't
type his name on the screen or whatever. Have it pop up.
Your phone was ringing.
Do I have
if
to
you
do
can?
That? Make me do more work.
Well, so I know what the heck. I don't know who you're talking about, Ryan.
We'll just pass. He has a lot of letters in that name, so he must have
too many consonants.
Okay, moving on. Don't worry about it.
Okay, but
he wasn't special anyway. I don't think. Sorry to say.
So if you don't know who he is, he definitely didn't last long.
No,
he didn't even make the team.
No, he didn't probably make the team even. So
trash.
From the last pick of 2017 of their last pick of that year, from Miami, Florida, Adrian Colbert, DB.
No, didn't even make the team. He may be on the team for like practice squad. I don't remember reading that
a little bit.
I don't remember that on the depth chart ever.
I bet you any amount of money right now. I bet you. I'll probably lose in it, but I'm pretty sure I can get that right. If I bet $1,000 right now, if Matt came in here, he would know who that player was that we can't think of. That last word, that last name. He would
Yeah.
know who it is because he's that guy.
You can't because here's what happens with Matt is he'll pull it out of his butt right when nobody knows. But if you bet he knows, he might not. Just because you don't have $1,000 to lose.
On my side. Oh, Jake, I tell you. Oh boy, comedy hour. Man, I can't even freaking breathe now. Okay. So we're moving on to the next one because I know Adrian Colbert, he was on the team, but then he must got released or something. Don't even remember him after that. Oh my!
We're just doing the first player at each position that was drafted by the coach.
No, we're doing every year. Every
Okay.
draft. That's what
All
we
right.
did last
We
week.
went pick by pick last week.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we drafted so many people that didn't make the team.
Yeah. Dude, in the first year of their tenure, probably the only gem we had was George Kittle. The only gem we had, George Kittle. At that first year.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Salmon Thomas,
I mean,
he wasn't really a gem, really. Salmon Thomas.
he
was
wasn't. I mean,
he was a solid
he was
player.
probably he was a
solid
good
player.
stopgap. I think he just didn't go very well with he didn't progress like he should have.
Reuben Foster, Weatherspoon, C.J. Beathard, Joe Williams, Trent Taylor.
Well, hold on. Witherspoon and Foster were great players. Witherspoon's still in the league, I thought.
Yeah, I think he is.
Do you think they're gems? Do you think they're gems?
He's a starter somewhere, ain't he?
Do you
He
think
was
they're
with the
gems?
Rams.
I know. Do you think he was a gem though? Was he a gem? That's what I mean. Gem.
If he was a gem, he'd still be on the team.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not true because Debo's a gem
true.
in my opinion. He may not be a 1,700-yard receiver, but his athleticism and his skill set was unmatched.
From all the way from California, and of course,
Drum roll,
you can find him on all social medias. Let me introduce you to Matt Man at Matt Dennis 9.
What up, Matt?
What's up, Jake?
Let's change your name to Statman.
How's it going?
You know, it's funny. It's funny. I have guys, guys that are fans of other teams, and they try to challenge me, and I tell them about their team, and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Dude, I play fantasy sports. I collect cards. I watch whatever I can watch. I check ESPN every day. I mean, when I first started watching sports, my dad gave me one of those the sports almanac. So I looked up baseball, football, basketball, and then later on, when I decided I wanted to watch hockey, I looked up stuff about hockey. I mean, I always heard about the great players like Lemieux and Gretzky and Messier, but I mean, I didn't know about, like, let's just say the fourth or fifth best player on that team. That was like whoever the defenseman was on that team. Let's just say Brian Leach, somebody like that. So it's like, and I always knew all the superstars. So
yeah, you're not reading the plays and calling off backup, first, second, third line, penalty kill, power play.
Oh no,
lineup.
I basically know. I basically know every single shark. Even all the way back to the first year.
You're good. That's some of the funnest games I've ever been to is in the Shark Tank, man. Really do miss it.
Oh man, like I was gonna go to a game this year, but we went to a Barracuda game instead.
Equally fun.
Oh yeah, minor league hockey is just as fun as NHL. It really is.
I'm talking
but
about.
anyways, where did we start the?
Hold on.
With the draft? The draft here or no?
I'm going to speed you up right now. I am too. Okay. I was giving
Okay.
Jake the same stuff we did last week. Me and you and Rich did, okay? He's starting with the
Okay.
tenure of John and Kyle's draft picks. Okay.
Okay.
Right now he already went through the first year, now he's on his second year. So, all right. So 2018. Are you good with that? Are you good with that now?
Yeah.
Okay. 2018 the second draft out of their tenure. Their first pick at John Kyle's hat was from Notre Dame, Mike McGlinchey, OT.
Good pick. Solid pick. Not the best. Good. Still on the team.
I'm sorry, I had to laugh. Sorry.
McGlinchey, McKivitz, it's all the same.
Oh God.
Yeah. No.
Good thing I went to
The
bed
Glenchie's
from
eye.
Okay. Moving on, I guess.
We've been lacking in offensive line for a minute.
Or two.
Oh goodness gracious me.
Yeah, maybe 2 minutes.
Oh God, this second guy, jeez. From Washington, Dante Pettis, wide receiver. Oh God.
I liked him. Underperformed.
I already know how I feel about
Overdrafted.
that guy. Right? I already know how I feel about him already. So I know we already talked. Me, Rich, and Mary talked about all 40s rounds already, but I won't let them go through unless they want to chime in. But I would say George Kittle was a gem in the first draft, and the second draft out of their tenure, this guy was definitely a gem from BYU, All Pro Fred, OLB.
Oh yeah. Probably the second best player that's touched the ball on our team
You're not kidding that, man.
since he's
You're not
come.
kidding.
I mean, as far as drafts.
Yeah. All right.
You can talk about free agencies. I don't know. Christian McCaffrey's pretty up there. Or trades.
Yeah, All Pro Fred, no matter what, man. That guy.
He's the heart of that defense right now. I mean,
yeah, he is. That's
we're suffering without Greenlaw, but
Greenlaw wanted that spot. That's why. And
I know he only played 1 year, but I'd still say the best free agent we ever had was Dion. Because we struck out on Reggie White, and then the next year we get Dion and win the whole thing.
Dion brought the swag. He gave everybody swag. Everybody all of a sudden was running around and being all crazy as soon as Dion got on the team.
And you know, as much as I love him, you know, Eric Davis was kind of offended about that. He was just like, I'm the number one guy. Yeah, it'd be cool to have another, you know, great DB, but I'm, you know.
Dion's generational talent. You can't even be mad.
No, I know, but
he's
I'm
the
just
best corner to play the game.
Meow.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
he's the best corner that's ever played.
Man. Okay. I'll say meow.
Period.
Hi.
You can't be mad at literally the best cornerback to ever touch the field. Ever. I don't care what anybody says, he was the best. You don't have to like his attitude, he's the best.
Yeah, his swagger level, his arrogance, you know, his playmaking ability, you know.
He came along at the perfect time. That team, the Niners of that
he could have
era,
come along
were
at
so
any time and
like
still would have been the best.
Business-like. But that team was so like business-like and straight-laced, and then Dion showed up, and they were all of a sudden they were all, you know, Merton Hanks is doing the neck dance, and everybody's running around. Even Jerry had a little bit of swag when Dion got on that team.
Oh yeah, he brought swag.
Well, Merton already did that like before Dion ever came. So you know, it's not like they didn't have swag. It just Dion kind of enhanced it.
Yeah, he brought them all. He brought out all the guys. You know, all the guys all of a sudden were
He's
up
prime
and
time, dude.
Fun. Oh yeah. I'm picturing Chris Berman right now going prime time.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering how much of what Dion said, because he was talking on something like a year ago, and he said the 49ers never offered me another contract. That's why I went to Dallas. He said they never even gave me a chance to ask. They never had even talked to me about like an extension or something. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's true, but at the
Isn't
same
that the
time,
year,
like,
year after that they signed Rod Woodson, right? Off his knee? Off
He
the knee?
also said he also said on tape that he found out how much he could make as a cornerback, and he was talking about it. And I'm sure the team heard how much he was asking for without him actually having a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean, I always, people like, why do
The
you
dude
like
got
Jalen so
paid.
much?
Dude, he got paid.
I'm like, well, first off, he's the
What's
guy
to
that
hate
made me.
about his ability and
He's the
the
first
fact that we
guy to
beat
make
Dallas?
me. Go ahead, Jake.
Oops. I'm back. Sorry. Put that to the table. Okay. All right. I don't know if he was done talking or what, but
I don't know.
I don't know either. Last one I was on was of course Fred Warner. So all right, at least I know where I'm at on here. So I thought about the
Stupid.
list. All right. You want to continue on the draft picks there, Jake? You good, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, we got a little sidetracked, huh?
Yeah, when you guys are
Talking about
talking,
prime time. Let's
I don't
go.
want to interrupt you guys. I don't want to interrupt you guys. I don't want to. I don't do that kind of crap. So
He deserves a
all
few
good.
minutes in every conversation. I feel like. Deanna was one of my all-time favorite players for this team. So let's go. Draft picks.
Gotcha. That's why it's called past, present, and future.
What you got, Ryan?
Okay, here we go. Next pick was the fourth pick.
2018.
Yep, 2018 from Southern Miss. Travaris Moore. Sorry, Travaris Moore. Safety. Oh, man, your Wi-Fi. I don't know if it's your Wi-Fi or your phone. You're breaking up, Jake. You're breaking up. Just so you know, you're breaking up. My end, you are. Ugh. That's why I hate doing shows on phones. That's why. You're cutting out, Jake. You're cutting out real bad, man. Yeah, I knew you. I had feelings gonna cut out. Oh, hold on. I got you, man. There you go. You're back home,
He was
bro.
a decent player. Not a great pick. Not like terrible. He's like mid.
Okay. All right. Next one then is from Kansas State, and cornerback DJ Reed.
I like this pick. Unfortunately, it didn't work out very long at all.
Yeah,
I was a little disappointed.
it's all good, man. All right. Next one after that, from Florida, of course, my favorite team, safety Marcel Harris.
Miss.
Yeah. Next.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. No problem. Moving on. From
Yeah.
Temple,
Temple.
DT, the defensive tackle, Julian Taylor. Julian Taylor? Yeah, Julian Taylor. He's not,
Did not.
and he's not related to me. Don't worry.
Trash.
Okay, moving on. The last pick of the 2018 NFL Draft for the San Francisco 49ers is from Middleton State. Richie James, wide receiver.
Oh man, he actually stayed on the team for a few years.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't he? Did he
Yeah,
move around a little bit?
Yeah, he moved around a little bit. Yeah. He did.
Yeah. He was okay. If your late round draft picks see the field in an NFL game, you're doing all
You
right.
did well.
Yeah.
All right. Next round. Okay, let me see where I'm at. Okay, next round. 2018, the third year of John and Kyle's tenure. I had to do it. Sorry, Jake.
2019.
Ohio State defensive end Nick Friggin' Bosa! Sorry, I had to do it. Sorry.
Best pick in the draft.
You guys will know what I'm gonna do after we get to the last one for Jake. You'll know what I'm talking about but right now, between him and Fred Warner, he's my pick right there. He's my pick, no matter what. I'm sorry. La Bosa. So
Best pick in 2019
okay.
for us.
Okay.
Obviously, he's the number one for us.
Mm-hmm.
But
all good?
Yep.
Okay. From
And
South
Kittle and Fred they're like this for number 2. Either way, doesn't matter.
George Kittle's my number one pick of the Kyle and Lynch era, hands down. You missed that earlier.
Okay.
I got George Kittle number one overall. No matter what you say in the next 3 drafts that you're about to list off.
I got you. Don't touch that. Don't touch that.
He's the only one of the guys going to the Hall of Fame. Look at it that way.
Yeah, he's the only one of them that's had more than one.
All those guys are going to the Hall.
Fred Warner, I'll say, may make it. I don't know if Bosa makes it. He's going to have to pick it up.
Yeah, I agreed with him.
You can't be DPOY like 1 year and then drop off in sacks and then get hurt and then I love him to death. He's really good, but he needs to break a record or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
on.
Ryan.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. You guys are talking. That's why
Hey, he can get back on track this year if he has 14 sacks. Okay.
I agree.
He's definitely back on track if he gets at least 14 sacks this year, and let's just say 15 TFLs on top of that.
You're not wrong. He's got the ability to be a Hall of Famer, but just having one really crushing year to me, and then the rest are pretty good. I mean, I just don't see it.
I know. That means Hall good, right? Hall very good, as we say. Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Moving on.
I mean, there's some players in the Hall that I'm not happy about already anyway. But
sorry.
Yeah, and there are a lot of our guys that aren't in there that should be in there.
Will he be in the 49er Hall of Fame? Yes.
Well, no, we know that, but I'm talking about guys that they've, kept out of the Hall from us just because it's us.
Yeah, for sure.
Roger Craig.
Yeah.
Timmy Mack.
That's a travesty. He was a revolutionary running back.
I'd even say Tony Parrish should be in.
Ooh.
He was pretty damn good with us.
I mean,
there's no Hall of pretty good,
Yeah.
Well, I said pretty
they're
damn
famous
good. And pretty damn
Hall of Fame.
He was also good with the Bears too. So between us and the Bears, I'd say he'd go in with us.
Oh, we'll have a first ballot Hall of Famer coming up pretty quick. So, Frankie Gore will be getting in pretty quick. So if he's not first ballot, I'd be shocked.
No, he's already been on the ballot. He didn't go in yet.
Oh, really? I didn't think he'd been out 5 years yet. Damn, time flies. I thought he was still not eligible yet.
I think he because he
retired
in 17.
Old right now.
He retired in 17.
Because what's he 40? He's 41 now. So yeah. He was working out the other. Did you guys see those clips of him working out with Garendo the other day? Yeah, he was working out with Garendo the other day. It looked like he could still play.
Yeah. He probably could. I mean, I don't know how many hits he could take, but I bet he could break one off. I would have to say his longevity is probably what has been hurt the most by his age. His skill set will never die.
Moving on.
Do it.
Okay. I don't want to interrupt you guys. I don't do that.
Keep it moving.
So. All right. From South Carolina, of course, that's the East Coast where I'm at. So, wide receiver, Debo Samuel.
Ding ding
Now I
hit.
can't say Debo.
I think
Sorry.
I loved it. I loved him. I loved the way he played in his first Super Bowl. I loved the way he showed up the next year. I loved everything about him that he contributes without just saying yards and catches. Like, I know he's a receiver, but they could have put him at tight end, and I'd have loved it.
He's like a chess piece player. He's not, you can put him in a lot of
He's one
different
of my
places.
favorite
You
players.
don't have to just throw him. He's not a receiver. He's not a running back. You could throw. You could have, if his hands were better, you could have thrown him in the slot. He's pretty versatile.
Yeah. I mean, his hands got worse quick. I think the pressure of having to carry the team last year was too much for him.
Yeah, Kyle should have never. That one game
And Jennings stepped up. He got showed up by a third
Oh
stringer.
man, when that game when Kyle just tried to run the whole offense through
Rams
him,
game.
it was like, come on, Kyle, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah. No.
Okay, moving on. Here we go. Okay. The next pick, I wasn't really keen on him at all, really, but from Baylor. I'm sorry. Baylor, wide receiver, Jalen Hurd.
Disappointment.
Overhyped.
Okay, Matt. Come on, keep going, Gabe. Keep it going. All these words.
What? You already know my thoughts on it. I don't
I
need to
know.
answer that again.
But Jake said that.
Don't get him talking about Jalen Hurd. Don't get him talking about
Jake
him.
said that. Then Rich said that. I'm waiting for you to do yours.
Like, just listen. I thought he could have been.
Bring the sauce.
I thought he could have been the next TO, but he was soft as a pillow
and as brittle as glass.
Yep.
You may be right about that.
He had.
The dude he couldn't last. He was a college receiver. Period.
The guy was 6'5", 235, and he ran a 4.40. But when you hit him,
bust, trash. Next.
Yeah. Couldn't take a hit.
He wasn't NFL
I got you
material.
next, right? Sorry.
Yeah, he's built like Megatron, but made of glass.
Played like strawberry shortcake.
Thank you. You took the word right out of my mouth, Rich.
He had he was the transition from the steel body to the fiberglass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, let's get this moving on a little bit. I thought we were going to cover the next years. Come on, Ryan. That's one of the things. That's one of the things you do all the time. You like, oh, let's rehash. It's like, no, come on.
He just doesn't want to talk about Jalen Hurd. Look what you've done.
Utah punter Mitch Wisconsin.
You don't draft kickers.
Greatest punter of all time.
Okay, next.
Love him.
Hey, he's not Andy Lee.
Whatever. Loved him more than Andy Lee. Sorry.
Here we go. Okay. Oh man,
Chase, you crazy son of a bitch.
I wish you never got. I wish you never got this guy.
Hey, look, dude. One of my favorites is Bill Romanowski. Okay, so let's just I
remember him.
Hey, he's
the crazy pig.
I loved Romo too. I know he said that mean thing to JJ Stokes, and that he should have never said that, but
he said mean stuff to everybody.
I know. I think he even said
whatever.
That's
like he's my personality match.
He's a bully.
Yeah, you need that on the defense.
Jake, you're not a bully. Shut up. You're like one of the nicest guys I ever met. Like, I could see you and me, even though we grew up differently, I could see you and me being friends when we were kids. So.
Oh, well, that's really sweet of you, Matt.
Now, go ahead, kiss him. We'll mute everything. You can kiss him. Go ahead. Kiss him.
No, this is.
Oh God, look rich.
This is like, nah. This is brother stuff. So just shut up.
I know. Even me, you do that a lot. Well, I'm sorry. That was a secret. I was supposed to keep. Sorry, my bad. Okay, moving on. I kind of wish we never got rid of this guy, but we had to go. He had to go, I guess.
Big plate,
Arkansas.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, he's in my top 5 linebackers / defensive players in 49er history. They're like 10 guys that are basically in that group. Fred, him, Pat, Navarro, BY, Charles Haley, Ronnie, and there are a couple others that are like Eric Wright and Eric Davis.
Look,
I'm
if
not
he
gonna
doesn't
I'm not
pop his
gonna put
Achilles,
Dion on that list because he was only here 1 year. If he would have been
if he
here
doesn't pop his
longer,
Achilles, he's the best player on the defense.
bro. If he doesn't pop the
Just
Achilles, we win number 6.
yeah,
I don't care what anybody
and
says.
we probably would
Yeah,
have won another one last year too, to be honest. Because wouldn't nobody score on us. The dude just got better every year, and he did not let people. Once he touched you, it was a tackle.
yeah.
Done.
And I'm hoping D Winters is the guy. I'm hoping he's that guy to replace him. If he,
That's my Horned Frogs. That's my guy. But
bro, if he can keep on
Dre was.
he's hard to replace.
He's the
He's
energy
very hard to
guy. That's
replace.
the problem. He's the energy guy, and he's the guy that gets everybody pumped up, and that's
Right.
that's what you miss about a
That's
guy
because he
like him.
sets the example.
Yep.
He's definitely a tone setter.
He had-
And I love the way he hit holes. Like me, he met running backs in the hole. You know what I mean? I love
And
guys who
dude,
scrape and
sideline to
get in the hole.
sideline, he had to be the best linebacker on the field, sideline to
He's
sideline.
fast.
Just being able
He's
to,
so fast.
yeah. That's also the explosion through the heel is probably why he popped his Achilles, though.
Real quick. And I remember the hype machine. Give me 1. Give me 2. Give me 3. Give me 3. Bring the hoe. Bring the hoe. Bring the hoe. You remember that?
Yep.
That's one thing I'm gonna miss from him. I'm gonna miss that. But
Yeah.
moving on. Here we go. From Stanford, Caden Smith, tight end. I think you're throwing
Next.
up. Okay. Next one. I heard you throw up. Okay, let's go. Vanderbilt, tackle, Justin School.
Dude was so solid.
Yeah. Just didn't last.
Okay. I guess no nothing from you, Matt. You're good.
I don't need to say anything.
Gotcha. Okay. Last pick of 2018, Virginia, cornerback, Tim Harris. Nope. Okay. Keep going. Okay. This is where me and Matt, me and Rich let off last week. Okay, 2020's 4th year in for John and Kyle. South Carolina, there's only 5 picks in this one. There'll be a short one. So, South Carolina, defensive tackle, Javon Kinlaw. First pick.
Bust.
Okay. Moving on. Unless you want to say something, Rich.
We had a long talk about him last week, Jake. Just saying that I think his knee is finally right. So I think the second half of his career is actually going to be halfway decent now that he's finally healthy. No, I mean he was never right. His leg was never right with us. And I think he played the whole season for the Jets, didn't get hurt, and I think I forget who he signed with now. I forget who
Commanders.
it was. Yeah,
Commanders.
I think he's going to actually play well for them. I don't know why, but I feel like he's gonna. The second half of his career is actually going to be halfway decent. And we joked about him being on Grant Cohn's show tonight when Grant tore him up, and then he was on the show just screaming at Grant.
I'm a grown man. You can't talk to me like that. I'll smack the out of you, bro.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Like I said,
Oh,
I was watching it
you,
live and I thought it
oh,
was a
you threatening
joke.
me? I'll
Me
call
too.
the
I thought it was
cops
a joke
on you.
too. I
I'll
thought it
call
was
the
a joke
cops
too.
on you. Yeah, 'cause you ain't nothing but a
Oh man.
Language.
You trying to take food out of my mouth? Oh my gosh, it was so
bro,
bad.
bro. I'm of the mind that if I ever got face to face with Grant, he'd get punched in his face. I'm sorry.
I know.
I'll
I knew you would.
I'll
I know,
pick
man. He's
you
a
up.
pot stirrer. That's his deal. That's
Like,
his
bro,
deal.
That's his
That's his
job.
shtick. If he was a comedian, that's his shtick is to stir shit.
Hey,
you
he's
mean
literally the guy
he
that
could never be a comedian. He's just like he can't. He's not funny at all. Like
Poke
he's
you.
a
I don't know,
moron.
man. I said one of the, I watch the show he does every single week with his father. It's one of the best shows on the internet. I love it.
I'm
Ah,
telling you what. You know who I think. You know who would be a better like comedy show or better show. Period. Me and Jake. All right. I'm just telling you. Me.
yeah,
We go
yeah.
back and forth.
We
We go
don't need
back and
Dane
forth.
Cook-Off Wish.
Yeah, we go back and forth like Mike Wilbon and Tony Kornheiser. Okay, that's how we roll. That's how good we are. We can.
If y'all need somebody to
nice.
talk crap about players we don't like, I got you.
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah,
operator, and they do that.
yeah. We can go on. We can shit. We can go on for 4 hours, bro. it's not even.
Mm.
It's not even a test.
Okay.
It's not close.
Next pick. Arizona State. Wide receiver. B.A. Brandon Ayuk.
Brandon, are you?
Okay,
Great
Jake.
pick,
And
overpaid.
I'll tell you this right now. Even if he only plays 8 games this year, we're gonna get the best 8 games from him. You know, he might have one of those games. He might have one of those games. You know, right away when he only has like 4 catches, like 60 yards. But the next 7 games, it's gonna be like this: 8 catches, 120 yards, touchdown. 8 catches, 120 yards, touchdown. 8 catches, 120 yards, touchdown. 15 catches,
I just
200
want him
yards,
right and to
2
not get hurt
touchdowns.
again.
You know,
I just want him
Yeah, if
right
he
and
can
not
make it
get
through
hurt
the
again.
season without getting hurt, it's a win.
he's
Yeah, I mean,
going.
because you just want to make it through and not re-injure the leg or have any setbacks with it.
I think Kittle.
You're good.
I think Kittle and CMC, Garendo, and third and Dewan. I think those guys are going to carry the team for most of the season. And Ayuk will come in. He's going to inject energy into the whole team, and then we're going to go on a run, and we win the division, and maybe somehow we get a home game. And after we win our home game, we go on the road and we go on a run. Number 6, baby. Number 6.
I was gonna
You are
say
way you are way more optimistic
I'm,
than I am.
I was gonna say you better say we're
all
winning
Look,
the
right,
Super Bowl.
look, man.
all right. Brandon Ayuk, Brandon Ayuk, for what he's played for us, absolutely a win. His injury last year couldn't have come at a worse time to demoralize me as far as having high hopes for him. He held out of camp, showed up, played like trash for 7 games after saving our season the year before. So I was pretty let down by that. Even if he got hurt, if he had been balling out, I would feel better. If he was doing great and then fell, it'd be different than if he was playing like trash for 7 games. I'm not feeling the greatest. I hope I'm wrong. But
Yeah,
great
I'm
pick
with
either
you
way.
on that. Like we were talking about last week, Jake. I wasn't worried about the ACL or the MCL. I was worried about the cartilage, and I'm worried about the cartilage. Man, you tear
Yeah.
meniscus, you get bone on bone. That's when you don't come back right. That's all
Yeah.
I'm worried about with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Next pick. Actually, the third pick. There's only 5 in this one. So, West Virginia tackle Colton McKivitz.
Mid. He does his job, but he misses a lot. So
He's a
we could
bargain bin.
do better. We could do better, and I'm sure a lot of people like to see him gone. But I think that at his position right now, like we don't really have a replacement, and he's done well enough to get us through most of a Super Bowl. But we already know what happened there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Whiffed on the
He
biggest
doesn't.
block of
He
the game.
doesn't. He doesn't give up sacks, but he gets too many.
No,
he has too
he
many.
just gives the quarterback not enough time to complete a sure touchdown to two different receivers on the last play of the game that would have gave us a win.
And he gets pushed back into the passing lanes. Like
Yeah.
what happens is Brock can't step up. He can't step up and throw because McKivitz is in his face.
Yeah. Yeah, he's basically he's a run blocking lineman. He is not his passing protection is not great. Hasn't been great. But I'll take him over some of the trash I've seen in the league.
No,
Yeah.
and he's a bargain at his price. At his salary,
Yeah.
he's a bargain.
Was
Because
he
next year,
$7 million?
next year when he's a
7
free
million?
agent, yeah, I think it's even less. I think it's more like 4.
Okay.
I think it's more like 4. But what's going to happen is he's going to be another one of those guys that just when he goes free agent, someone's going to pay him $10 million to be their right tackle, and you're going to be like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on.
Yeah. Let them
Sure.
pay him though.
Sorry. Are you good, Jake?
We'll keep him at a mid contract, you know? Middle of the road veteran contract. He's definitely not a veteran minimum guy. He's played in enough games and we've had a good enough success with him. I am disappointed at his play in very key moments that I will never forgive him for. But he zigged when he should have zagged. But he's made his money.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving on.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, next. Georgia tight end Charlie Warner.
I love him.
Loved him.
But he was not as dominant as a blocker as we needed him to be, and he dropped too many passes.
He was great on Madden.
That's Madden.
Oh man,
That's
Madden. when I had it, when he was still on the Niners, I was using him whenever I needed to give Kittle a break, and he'd go like 6 catches, 75 yards, and Tud.
Okay. You all good, Rich?
Great backup.
Yes. Yes.
Jake, you good? Okay.
Yep.
I love this next guy. I did. I love this last guy. Last pick of the 2020.
Come on.
Of course, Tennessee wide receiver JJ Juwan Jennings.
He might be the best low round wide receiver in the history of the NFL. I'm just saying, like,
he's definitely the most clutch receiver we have on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, he's the best contested catch guy we have.
And I
He's
think
big.
he's in the top 5 of the whole league in that category.
Hmm.
I mean, geez, just look at that one against the Lions, or
That's when I brought up last week. Exactly.
Yeah, it's
when I brought up last week. One hand catch.
Yeah, he's like I said, he's the best contested ball guy we've got. I mean, you can just chuck the ball up and he's probably going to come down with it. Especially if someone tries to line up a small corner on him, he's going to bust them up. He's going to bust them up. And his arm, he's got good reach. His hands are excellent. I saw a video
If
of
he
him
was a
working
little
out the other
faster,
day.
he'd remind me of T.O.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is he's like a 4.7 guy, and that's his issue. Is that he doesn't have it. I saw him working out the other day. They're showing videos of him. It looked like he's working on his footwork. So hopefully he may be able to pick up a step or two. If he could get in and out of his cuts faster, it'll make up for him being slow. And that'll help him out a lot.
Get the separation, and be able to find open space.
Because I think he still has upside. That's the cool thing about him is he's probably still got some upside left.
I think this is going to be his big year. His big year.
Yeah, with
he's
Ayuk
going to
not
surprise
there.
everybody, and he's going to fill in for Debo just fine.
Yeah,
what do you think?
with Ayuk being out, I think that's really going to help them out. And what I'm hoping they'll do is that they'll put CMC in the slot a little bit more and just run Garendo and get and hopefully that'll get Jennings open with them targeted, trying to target on CMC. At least that's what I'm hoping.
If you guys want my opinion, just based on what Shanahan has said, I think they're going to use Garendo as out in the slot a little bit more because he's got the speed that
He's
CMC
so
doesn't
big.
have. He's got that breakaway Mostert speed and just catch the ball. I think he's going to be. He's faster.
Yeah, he's so big. I can't even picture a guy like him out there.
I mean,
but maybe he's fast.
Hey, Jake,
Was he a 4-4? Was he a 4-4 guy? I think.
I think so.
Yeah, I think he was 4. I think he might have even been sub 4-4. He might have been like 4.37 or something. Like he was fast and he's big. He's a big guy. I think he's like 235,
almost 240 pounds.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Jake, if you're going to a store, that's where you're breaking up at. If you're breaking up, just so you know.
All right, man. Where we at, Ryan?
Okay, that was the last draft pick we did last week. Now,
okay, so now we're on 21.
I want to do one thing with you guys. Out of all 4 of the last draft we did, who was your least favorite at all draft picks we did?
Probably Hurd.
Okay, Matt.
Maybe even Reuben Foster, but Hurd.
Okay. Matt, man.
Probably was that probably Julian Taylor.
Okay, Julian Taylor. Hey, Jake. If you can hear me.
Law.
John Kinlaw.
Took it so high.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. I do love his take on Grant.
I think we all did. Okay. All right. So we got Hurd, Julian Taylor, and of course Kinlaw. Okay. Who was your favorite gem the last 4? Favorite gem?
George Kittle.
Okay. Matt, man?
Who's my favorite player on the 49ers?
Kittle, I know.
All
Kittle.
pro Fred.
Okay. Oh, you know Kittle. Kittle, ain't it?
No,
Yeah,
I thought he was Fred. I thought you were
No,
a Fred
no,
guy.
no,
Yeah, I know it's
no,
Kittle.
no.
I know it's got to be
No.
Kittle. I know it is.
Fred's number 2. He used to be
Right?
used to be number 3 because of DeForest Buckner.
Yeah, your favorite
Okay.
gem. Last 4 years. I mean, the last 4 years we did. From 2020 down to 2017.
Day one is George.
I hate your signal. Oh, I know. I knew it was on pump out. I knew. Of course, mine. Of course, you know who mine is. I don't have to say nothing.
I know. The Bear.
Mm-hmm.
Little
Big
brother.
Bear. Oh, where you at?
Little
Come on.
brother.
Oh, here he is. Sorry, guys. I got you, Jake. Come on back in. So, okay. All right, so we all know who them are now. Come on, Jake. I'm about to begin the 21. Ready? Here we go. Can you hear me, Jake? You good?
This is my year. I already know
Okay.
the answer to this one.
From 2021 NFL Draft 49ers selections. All right. From North Dakota State, first round pick.
Trash.
Number 3. I knew you were going to say that. Quarterback, Trey Lance. Okay, guys. You do whatever you
Never
do.
had a chance.
In my mind,
the NFL needs a minor league.
In my mind, we got rid of 3 draft picks for him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
worst
because
pick
they
of
thought they were so
the
good.
year. Can I say something?
Yeah,
He got
yeah,
hurt
good.
running the same play Jimmy Garoppolo scored a touchdown on. And everybody wants to blame Kyle for running him up the middle. But that quarterback draw has been run by crappier quarterbacks on our team. Or, you know what I'm saying?
It's just
And I don't
it's a
want, I
freak
love Jimmy.
accident.
Yeah, it happens. But I'm just saying, like, your job is to be mobile and you're going to bust your knee up. I mean, at least Jimmy busted his up on a juke, so that was pretty bad. No
Well, when he blew
contact.
the ACL, stepping out of bounds.
Yep, against
Yeah.
Miami Dolphins. I do remember that game.
Uh,
That's when, of course,
But
Brock made his appearance.
Trey Lance never had a chance, man. Never had a chance. Trey Lance, that's his name.
No, Jimmy tore his ACL against the Chiefs, bro.
yes, Chiefs game.
Oh.
Going around the
No,
left
no, no,
side.
no, no,
Oh,
no,
my
no.
bad.
He got
Chiefs.
hurt. He got hurt.
My bad.
Okay, he got hurt in multiple seasons, right?
Sorry,
Yes.
sorry, guys.
Yeah,
So-
he got hurt. He got hurt his like third or fourth game as a Patriot.
Yeah. No, as a Niner, when he came in, he played 5 games. Next year, got freaking hurt.
Yep.
Okay? Out
After he
for the
signed that
season.
huge contract.
Yeah, on a juke.
Yeah, against Chiefs.
On a damn juke. And then he came back. His very first full season, we go to the Super Bowl.
And he tore it up. And people were saying, "Oh, Jimmy G sucks." I'm like, dude, he's a Pro Bowl quarterback. What are you talking about? He should have been in the Pro Bowl that year.
He did what he needed to do
No, he sucks.
when he needed to do it. He missed a deep pass on a play we shouldn't have needed.
Well,
We had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter, and our defense choked.
But also our coach decided to get pass happy when he should have ran the ball. You're a running
Mostert should have
team.
broke a
Get the
Super Bowl record in that game.
Yeah, and that fourth quarter, Kyle got all pass happy. I was talking about this. Kyle needs a check with me guy sitting up in the booth that goes, Kyle, you're Kyling again. Stop Kyling.
Yeah,
Stop
I
passing.
think we talked about this, and I suggested his dad to smack him in the back of the head like a little kid. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's probably the only guy he'd actually listen to.
Bam! Yeah, whack!
You know, have a little
Knock it off.
You know, I know they don't make beepers anymore, but he has a little beeper on his hip, and it's just his dad's the only person that's got the number. So when
There
he's
needs to be a
screwing up,
shot
the
collar.
beeper just starts going off.
Okay.
We're gonna pass it here.
Moving on.
I don't think so,
Yes.
Tim.
Okay. The second pick of 2021, Notre Dame, offensive lineman Aaron Banks.
Amazing pick. Sucks we didn't keep him.
Yeah.
It's a good pick. He was a good pick. I mean, it's really hard to kind of say anything. I mean, plus he just got paid, so it's pretty hard to, you know. He was solid position, Not great, but solid.
And where's he going to?
Green Bay.
Signed him what,
Pretty good
78?
team.
I think it was 78 million or something like that.
Gonna be covering for Jordan Love down there, man. That's gonna be a pretty good job.
Yeah,
Like 76.5.
it's too much money.
I'm just saying he got himself a pretty good job. It's not like he got shipped off to Jacksonville.
Yeah,
Oh God.
or the Titans or something like that.
That's all I'm saying. Where'd he go? A decent team, a team that's actually building a good, a good franchise, a decent franchise that's building a good product. Took him from us.
As much as I hate him, because their fans are so obnoxious. Oh, we're this. No, we're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You guys say just as much obnoxious shit about us as Cowboys and Rams and all those other teams that hate us. Say that stuff. Don't lie to me. Lie to somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. You all good?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Next pick.
Ohio State running back Trey Sermon.
Man,
Couldn't hold on to the ball. Got knocked out trying to take a dive.
man, I thought
don't know what happened.
I thought he could have been like Kendall Hunter, bro. Or, I mean, a little bit bigger. I thought he was going to be that guy. I thought he's going to get us 1,200, 1,300 yards rushing, and then, maybe even have 400 or so yards receiving. I thought he was
I
going to
thought he
be
was
the
going to be
dude.
one of those Marion Barber types where you stick him in there on second, third down, and you just fell for 8 yards because he blew right through the line. But he tried that one time and got knocked the F out.
Didn't he
I
get
was
knocked? Didn't he get knocked out by like Luke Kuechly or something like that? Or was who? It was some all pro dude.
He dropped the
Hit him.
ball too, man. He was
Yeah.
gone midair.
yeah.
Stiff as a board. He looked like an iron board floating through the air like this. No ball.
And
It was
he is
sad.
also another one of those guys that I bought his rookie autograph.
Freaking stone fingers, man.
I was never able to get Kittle, but I was able to get all these other guys. I mean, I do have some gems, like I said. I got Bosa, I got Fred Warner, I got Ayuk, I got 2 Ayuks. So I have a few gems, but I also have a lot of the misses, like, and the guys that just never did anything, like Aaron Burbridge, Trey Sermon.
Man, I really hate that Trey Sermon didn't work out. I really liked him, man. I was like, yes, and then he was just he. I was convinced he had to go too, though. It wasn't like, what'd you get rid of him for? It was like, yeah. He got hurt right after. Not only did he get knocked out, but he got hurt numerous times.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's, I don't know, not a pro.
Couldn't hack it.
Wasn't built. He just wasn't built for it.
Talk to Charmin.
Next.
Okay, next. Hey, tell me say the word next, and I'll be right in the next one. Okay, next pick. Michigan, DB, Embry Thomas.
Another guy I loved it. Just another guy I loved is like he. I thought he had some. Game. I was like, man, he might be as good as my Seminole dude, Asante Samuel Jr. He might be that next guy, but
built like a safety, trying to play corner, couldn't.
Loved him as a nickel, hated him on the outside.
He couldn't. He couldn't.
He couldn't shut nobody down.
He couldn't have covered a lawn tractor cutting the grass on the field. He just You'd see him out there, and you're going, well, I know where the ball's going.
Well, we should have done the
He
same
broke up quite a
thing.
few good passes, man. I seen him make some plays. Don't. I mean, let's not hate.
We
He's had some good picks.
We should have done the
He
same thing
wasn't
with
a
him as we
starter.
did with Jimmy Ward. We should have done the same thing we did with Jimmy Ward. We should
Shipped him off to Houston.
put him at free safety and just see if he could, because Huff was hurt, man. Like, give him a chance to play safety. Maybe he would have done better. But
maybe.
Maybe.
Be wrong about that. I didn't think he was a bad cornerback on the outside. That's what I thought. I'm gonna go with.
No, I totally agree. He just outside. He could play inside. Outside, he just was. He just, you knew where the ball was going. If he was standing outside on somebody, that's where the ball was going.
Like what was that? What was that game?
It was almost
where,
like the team would call it.
I want to say it was Diamador Lenore was saying that Wilkes wanted to put him outside during the Super Bowl, right? And Lenore was like, "Let me play outside." Put him in the slot, and he didn't listen to him. And that was one of the only times I've heard Lenore talk about bad coaching decisions on our team.
Demo,
and it was about Wilkes.
Demo's a stud. He's right, and he's such a good guy. Like he so reminds me of Eric Davis. He's gonna be a great 49er for ever.
Eric Davis was tenacious, man.
Man,
I could see him
I
as
think
if he stays where he's at.
Amador hits harder. The Amador hits harder than Eric Davis. I love Eric
Oh,
Davis, but man, he's hitting tight end like they're nothing.
And everybody wants to talk about him getting bodied by Mahomes or whatever, but you can't hit Mahomes without drawing a flag. So everybody pulls back on him.
You have to, because if you touch him, you breathe on him.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't. When people say that, I'm like, your argument's invalid, because the only team that's ever been able to go after him was Philadelphia last year in the Super Bowl, because everybody finally said enough is enough and called the referees out and called the league out, and they had no choice but to let the game play out. And
they all got suspended or fired.
Is my favorite cornerback right now in the league. He's my favorite. I'll take him over anybody.
All those guys either got suspended or fired. So
there you go.
Next is Western Michigan tackle Jalen Moore.
Dude, solid.
Jalen Moore?
Yeah, Jalen Moore, yep.
He actually, even last year when he was out there with Barch, they were an awesome tandem. They actually played well before Barch got knocked out of the game and all that, but they look good together.
I would have loved to keep him.
Yeah, on offense,
to have him just to be able to play either right or left, and because if Trent couldn't play, put him at left tackle, that's fine. Yeah. And then, because as long as we had him or Trent at left tackle, I'm good.
Yeah,
and to keep McKivitz, even though sometimes he scares me, I'd rather have him at right tackle than or guard or something.
I wish Moore would have played right tackle and they would have just made McKivitz the swing tackle.
In overtime.
I would have just rather have McKivitz be the swing tackle and just
that's what I'm talking about.
And put Moore
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that would have been the better go. But I mean,
I'm going to be honest. I don't wish ill on the kid, but I hope he misses every single blitz pickup this next season. Every single one of them. I want Mahomes on his ass all year.
We'll see. I mean, but he got paid. He got paid. Good for him.
Yeah, and he went to the wrong team, and I hope that Mahomes ends up on his butt all year, right through that hole. Just because I'm not going to talk bad on anybody else. I don't want to talk bad on him, but I just, Mahomes got to go down. Somebody's got this. I want this to be the year they never recover from losing the Super Bowl.
We feel your pain there, Jake. Don't worry. We feel your pain.
And we come out of nowhere. We come out of nowhere and surprise everybody and win the whole thing.
Yep.
Well, I better see what we got going on defense before we talk about that.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Schedule's easy, but we got no tackles, down a linebacker.
Moving on.
I think they got something up their sleeve. With draft day trades, and I mean, let's remember that. Let's try to remember, guys. We didn't do a lot in the first. Free agency is still a thing, right? It's open, and people are going to get released. People are going to get dropped because they can't. Somebody's going to come out and outplay a starter somewhere.
Yeah, but we don't have a lot of money.
They're going to let somebody go.
We don't have a lot of money though.
No, we don't. But when somebody gets cut and they come in on a league minimum, it happens all the time on a veteran minimum because they're already getting paid
elsewhere.
It happens all the time. Yeah, it happens. It happens all the time. You get cut from a team, you're getting your money anyway, and you take less money and go to a good team. That being said, also trades, man. We got trades all the way up into week 10. So, week 9 this year. Actually, I think it's week 9. It's last week.
Oh man, I don't feel like we got a. I don't feel like we got a lot we can trade away to get something. So unless we're trading draft picks. Because nobody's going to want the players. Nobody's going to want the contracts. Like, let's just say, for the sake of argument, they said, "Hey, let's trade CMC." No one's going to want the contract.
I disagree with that. There's plenty of teams out there that want the best. I bet you Dallas would pay for him.
Jerry's.
They cleared up $50 million in the offseason.
Did they clear 50? Really?
Christian McCaffrey if Christian McCaffrey, at the end of the free when free agency started, they cleared up $50 million restructuring Dak and restructuring CeeDee Lamb. So when they and what was it? What was his name? Not the guy they should have signed. They still got to sign him too. If they do, number 11.
Oh, Parsons.
That of which we do not speak.
Big mouth.
Parsons.
Want to be
But no, but they bolstered up the other side of the D line, and they opened up like $50 million in money, and I wouldn't take it picking up a $20 million contract to have Christian McCaffrey with Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. I could see Jerry doing it. It wouldn't do anything. It's still Dallas, but I could see them trading for him. But would I want that to happen? No, he needs to stay with us. He needs to retire with us.
You think he plays 17 this year?
McCaffrey?
I'll take 15. I'll take 15 games. And Guerrero can play the last 2.
That's fair. I don't think he gets hurt, but I do think that I don't think he goes on IR at all this year, but I do think that he will miss a game or two. Or at least not get most of the snaps for at least one game. That makes sense.
I don't trust Kyle. That's my problem. I don't trust Kyle to put Guerrero and let other guys play.
I'll put his
mid-game
overall
tweak
at.
Well, I mean, if McCaffrey has like a little tweak in the middle of a game and has to go sit down, he might come back tomorrow or next week, and have to sit out. I'll put him down there. I don't think he plays 17 full games. He may leave a game early and come back the next week, or miss a week. Max.
I'll put the over/under on at about 1,500 yards and 12 touchdowns.
Oh, you're talking all-purpose yards, right? 1,500 receiving and all-purpose.
And
yep.
50 catches.
Yeah, I think I hope that is the case. I don't want to see him getting slammed between the tackles anymore.
And I think Kittle's going to lead the team in receiving again.
I feel like he gets so much. Even though it beats him down, I feel like that's where he's at his best when he runs through the line. He gets lost in there. He's able to cut so quick and so many tight spaces and break loose into the backfield.
Yep.
Yeah, but he ain't 30.
He has great feet. Yeah.
Drive it till the wheels fall off, because they will fall off.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have to replace him eventually. Just use him. Everybody wants to say you overuse this person, overuse that person. Well, no, he's getting paid better than any other running back in the league to be the best running back in the league. Get out there.
Yep.
Moving on. Okay.
Yep.
Next pick. Oregon cornerback Denominator, a.k.a. Demo.
The hyena.
Demo.
The best
Big Daddy Smack. That's what he is.
The best defensive back we picked that late since Eric Davis.
Demo.
We have not picked a cornerback that late.
He steps it up every year.
Hey, at least I can say that now.
Well, he's still an ascending player. That's a cool thing you like about him.
Demo. Whoa. At least I can say Demo now. Demo. Whoa. He replaced Demo.
I would not be surprised if he doesn't have 6 or 7 picks and forces 2 or 3 fumbles this year, and has at least 1 house call.
Oh man.
At least 1.
And what game would you had that against? Who do you think?
The Rams.
The Rams. Okay. Take that. I'll definitely take that. Divisional round.
What?
Divisional.
we're and it's a game like we're trailing by like a touchdown, then he gets a pick six. We make him punt the next drive, and then Kittle goes psycho and has like 4 catches for 80 yards and a touchdown to win the game.
Damn. Jeez. I know you love Kittle. I know you do.
You know where I got his pick six coming? You know who I got his
What's
pick
that?
six coming from?
Who's
Two
that?
places:
Dallas,
New Orleans,
Dallas.
Houston. This year, he gonna get 2 of them.
Okay. Damn.
CJ Stroud has been slipping.
I'd be happy with any of our most biggest rivals, either Seattle, LA, or the Dallas.
Damn.
And
He
any of those games.
he wants us to have a pick six against Texans, against Ryan, going against Rima, going against our ex coach, Ryan, D'Amico Ryans.
Robert
Wow.
Saleh shows up and says, "Hey, who's running this crap over here?"
This is my team. This is my team now. That'd be cool. That'd be a cool thing to see them see
Yeah.
at the game, have them shake hands and hug each other. That'd be cool. That would be cool. They're both great defensive coordinators. Love both of them. Okay.
Hey, they're playing here in Houston, and you better believe I'm going to be at that game. You better believe I'm going to be at that game. My company, our principal office is in Houston, and they're already talking about getting box seats for the game.
Damn.
We did the stadium out there, and they already got a box. So we're talking about taking like guys from our Dallas office down there for box seats. It's going to be good, man. We got 3 Niners fans in the office, and my big boss in my office, that's my operations manager here in my office, is a huge Niners fan. He almost got your ticket, Matt, this year. He wanted it real bad. He was willing to pay me. I was like, nope. Like, I'm taking my guy. The stat man.
Okay, on the next one.
Yeah.
USC. I'm definitely gonna miss this guy, and of course he's going to the Commanders. I think that. Am I right? I hope it's Commanders. No. Oh man, I can't remember what team he's going to. Safety Huff. Down Funga. I forget what team he's going to. What team he's going
Broncos.
Broncos.
Broncos. Thank you.
Same
Him
team
and
as
Drake
Dre.
Greenlaw. Yeah.
Dre, yeah, I know. Dre
Yeah.
went to
So DJ
Boy,
Reed,
that team's going to be scary this year.
DJ Reed up
I
front,
had no problem getting
Greenlaw in the
Broncos at
middle,
all.
and Huff in the back.
The Broncos are rebuilding their defense, but I'm sorry, dude. Ain't nobody named Bo Nix doing nothing. I'm sorry.
Forgot what team he went to.
Great college quarterback name.
Yeah,
Okay.
like Tebow.
He kind of looks like a bigger John Elway because he can run, and
So he's ugly as hell is what you're saying?
No. I'm just saying, like the way he plays like Elway. He's got a cannon, and he can run.
Yeah, I just hadn't seen him play that well for a full year at all.
You know, I saw him play against the Ravens, and the Ravens beat him pretty good, but he didn't like he still looked like he was, he was doing all right. It just, their offensive line just couldn't handle the Ravens defense. But I mean, the Ravens defense is crazy, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not like that's a bad thing. You're like, oh yeah, we're playing against a pretty good team.
I mean, they're not the Ray Lewis Ravens, but they're still a good defense.
Okay. Anything else for Huff?
Love him. Wish he'd have stayed.
Okay. Anyone else?
Broncos suck.
Nope.
I have nothing against the Broncos
That's
at
for all
all.
my Denver people out there. Shout out to my Denver people.
Well, my wife
Love
knows
y'all, though.
that. Love at least my wife knows that because she is a Denver, Colorado Avalanche fan. So.
Well, I lived in Denver for a little while. Got quite a few friends out there that love the Broncos, and I loved laughing at them the year the Baltimore Ravens beat them because they forgot to play the last play of the game.
Mm-hmm.
They thought the game was over, and they were like, "Yeah!" And then they got burnt on the outside by Joe freaking Flacco on a deep pass. It was funny as hell. They were like, "Ah!" And I was like, "What happened?"
Hey, speaking of Flacco, did you see he signed back with Cleveland?
Yeah, good for them. Watson stinks. He spent too many years sitting on the sideline, not playing, either holding out or getting in trouble for the no touchy stuff.
Well,
He lost the sauce.
I'm still saying that was a whole setup, that those girls set him up, and
Just to be clear, Matt's opinions does not reflect the opinions of the Red Gold 24/7 podcast show. We do not want to. We do not want to degrade or discount any sexual assault allegations by women. But yes, I might agree with you.
Oh God, I gotta have humorous on the show.
Ryan's over there going, "This post was deleted due to content."
Click.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I didn't
Just
say
blur it.
I didn't say anything controversial. Okay, there are a lot of people.
They took the money.
Yeah. So
They took the money and dropped. I mean, if you take the money, that means it wasn't that. I mean, I don't know.
You agreed to
That's
the
hard
terms?
because I mean, I might have took the money. I could use it right now.
Wow.
We got to take next.
Next is right. I wish this guy would worked out. Louisiana. I'm sorry, Louisiana. I can't say the word right. God damn, I can't do words right. Louisiana. Yeah. Running back, E-Mitch. I call him E-Mitch. Elijah Mitchell. Last pick of that draft.
Unbelievable talent made of glass.
Got one word for you. Josh Hamilton, man. He was a home run hitter. Couldn't stay on a diamond, man.
His rookie year was phenomenal. His rookie year was phenomenal.
If he had a good game, he got hurt. Every time he had a good game, he got hurt. He'd come in, he'd have one good play. That's different. But if he had a good game, he went down for the year.
Yes. It was
waste
too bad.
Of a pick. Unfortunately, he was so good, and he got hurt 3 seasons in a row, and I was like, I'm done with this guy.
I was done after 2.
He was more injury prone than Jimmy freaking Garoppolo, dude. Like,
he made Jimmy look healthy.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. But you know what? He forced the hand, and we saw what we had in Jordan Mason. That dude carried us last year. Love that guy. Wish he'd have got to play more. Imagine if we didn't waste any playing time on EJM and we just played Jordan Mason as a number 2 back this whole time.
Stud, man.
Probably would have won a couple extra games at least. Personal pick. He did pretty much play the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, last year, yeah.
Last year he was phenomenal. It really sucked he got hurt. He's a great backup. He has no business running the show, but as a number 2 back, he can definitely hurt you really bad.
Yeah, good for change of pace.
Yep, he's got the talent to run the show, but he doesn't have the physicality. He's too hard nosed, and he plays too hard to make it through a whole season. Because he will run right at you.
Yeah, he's definitely that guy. Put a shoulder down and try to go through you instead of around you.
Could have been a good fullback replacement, honestly.
Fullback.
Next, Ryan.
Did he bail? Did he bail for a second?
I think he might be having He might have to help his wifey out or kiddo or something.
Sorry, gentlemen. Sorry about that. Sorry.
No worries.
I was trying to come back and try to do while you guys were talking real quick. I'm out of breath now. Okay. On next. Okay, on next.
What are you doing? Jumping jacks?
No, I was running around taking care of my
up.
kids' stuff. I do a little bit of laundry. I had to do laundry.
Yeah, he's such a good dad, man.
All right.
Thank you. But thank you.
22.
I know. 2022 NFL draft. All right. First pick, USC. OLB.
Drake Jackson.
Yep. I knew you already knew it, George.
Yeah.
You already knew it, Matt. I know.
Okay. Disappointing. Disappointing. Period.
I can't even come up with a good word. It's just ugh. That's it. Yuck.
Oh, I'm over here laughing. Sorry.
Mistake.
Oh boy.
Drake the mistake.
There you go. Hey, print the t-shirts. Print the t-shirts. They'll
He had
sell.
a couple of really good games, had flashes of greatness. He was good for one game a year. Had a great game against Philadelphia one time. Beat the crap out of the Cowboys one time. I love that. Next.
Next.
Okay, next. Here we go. Next is.
And was that
Good.
we didn't that was so 22 we didn't have a first. So that was second round, right?
That was second round. Yes.
Okay. Yep.
Our only pick was the second round, and then we had 2/3.
Okay.
And the first or third round pick was LSU running back Tyron Davis Price.
TDP.
DDP, yeah, I'm about to say his name. Don't worry, DDP.
I loved him as a running back. TDP was one of my favorite running back draft picks that in this entire area, and he just didn't make it.
Just I guess you just say wasn't good enough.
Yeah, see if flashes. Okay, and Matt.
Basically. I think he could have been good enough.
He couldn't stay on the field.
I see.
He didn't get the playing time because there was too much talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle's not good at substituting.
All right.
Especially not when Christian McCaffrey's healthy.
100 right there.
Moving on, I say, go, whatever. Yeah, go. Okay. You guys are good, right? I want to make sure I don't want to cut you guys off. Okay. SMU, whatever school that is.
Southern Methodist, yeah.
Yeah.
Wide receiver, Danny Gray.
I want to hear Matt.
Straight up trash.
He had all the potential in the world. He was fast as hell, but
he was great on Madden.
Couldn't catch a cold.
He was the fastest player on the team for at least 1 year.
Yeah.
Nope.
So in Madden, he had a 99.
Hey, he dropped a couple of kickoffs too, if I'm not mistaken.
So he had a 99 for speed and a 12 and everything else.
That guy sucks too if he has 99 speed.
Yeah.
It's making me think of freaking remember freaking Wesley Snipes and freaking Major League.
He had acceleration too. He had at least a 50 in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could run, couldn't do nothing else. Or what was it? What is that guy? Clifford Franklin from The Replacements.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yes.
No, and I was thinking of
another one.
You know this don't look like
Franklin, the other one coming down
natural. You know this don't look natural. It looks like a camel.
Yeah.
No, it's like he was Willie Mays Hayes in Major League, you know?
Yeah.
On to the next.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we got to remember our first round draft pick in that you didn't say it, Ryan. Our first round draft pick was Trey Lance for that year as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm about to say, I know I said his name already.
Hey! He was on the team.
I don't know if you call my
Does it
brains
count?
out. Sorry.
Okay.
Can we just go ahead? Can we just go ahead? Seriously, can we go ahead and every time one of Trey Lance's picks comes up, and we can just say Trey Lance
Yeah.
instead of excluding
Yeah.
the pick, so I feel better about
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Well,
Next pick.
hate to tell you, Ricky Pusol was our first pick last year, so you want to call him? Go ahead, call him Trey Lance if you want to.
Hey, we haven't gotten to this year
haven't
yet,
gotten to this
Ryan.
one.
I know. I mean, mess with you guys.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. All right, where we at? Okay, Texas, San Antonio, OL, Spencer Burford.
I know we're in 2022
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Fourth pick.
Meh.
Fourth pick.
Meh.
Okay.
Burford's
I'm okay with him.
he's mediocre, but he can be a spot starter if you need him. That's kind of what he is.
He gets the job done when your O line's not healthy.
Yep. Yeah. He's just that's what he is. Yeah.
Scout team. Great for the defense to practice on.
Okay. Next, I suppose.
Next.
Okay. Next is Toledo. Yeah, that's the same name. Yeah, Toledo, quarterback Samuel Womack.
The third.
The third.
Well, they don't have third on here. Yeah, they don't have third on here. Yeah, Samuel Womack. They don't have it at number 3.
Great in the nickel, terrible on the outside.
Oh, I always said it.
And he's not good as a full-time CB3, maybe a 4. If we are ever in that position.
And maybe he covers kicks or something like that too. So
Good for. Yeah. Special teams was okay. He wasn't bad on special teams.
Okay.
Wasn't a wasted pick, but
wasn't a high value pick either.
On the next, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Next.
Fordham, O-line, Nick Zakel.
Only reason he's still on the team is because he's Brock Purdy's roommate.
critical. We can't. Zakel's probably going to play this year, guys. You can bet.
If Barch gets hurt, if Barch gets hurt playing left guard, absolutely Zakel will be playing left guard.
Center.
The only way he's going in at center is if Brendel gets hurt. I don't know why they like him, but they do.
You can quote me though.
Okay. Next
pick.
Okay, got you. All right. Central Florida, DT, Kalita Davis.
Potential really good, but he can't stay healthy.
Great second string.
Okay.
Yeah, depth piece. I guess that's what you call him.
Okay. I suppose we're next one.
Yep.
And Penn State, cornerback, Tariq Castro Fields.
Next.
Everybody say next? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And of course, I get the privilege by saying this. Can't believe it. Ohio State, quarterback, Mr. Friggin' Irrelevant, Brock Friggin' Purdy.
Fantastic. Great pick.
Purdy.
Great pick.
Purdy.
And I know that they say he's not elite, but he's a top 10 quarterback. I don't care what anybody says. He may not throw a great deep ball.
Yeah, I don't give a damn.
But he does everything else. He does everything else well.
He does throw a good. He's one of the most efficient deep passers in the league.
The problem is it's just a floater. He doesn't throw a laser.
In the league.
He doesn't have a cannon.
All it is
That's the problem.
people don't understand.
His deep ball accuracy is good.
Look, some people, yeah, it's really good. And even when it's not good, it'll bounce off the defender
Yep.
and hit Ayuk on a diving catch. So
And he's pretty mobile.
he's got the magic touch, man.
He's
He
got
moves to his left and throws
Yeah,
back
he's very
right
mobile.
really, really well.
Yeah. He's got a little bit of that kind of, I don't want to say this because it's bad, but he kind of, as far as his mobility, kind of reminds me of Tony Romo a little bit better.
He's got better feet than Romo.
He's
but-
very elusive, more than he gets credit for. I love Tony Romo. I hate the Cowboys, but I love watching that dude play. He would pull some shit out of his butt, man. That's where it comes from anyway, I guess.
Moving on, I see. Okay.
Yep.
2023 NFL Draft picks. Penn State, first round, safety, Jair Brown, AB.
As much as
Love
I
it.
like him, he's been okay.
He's borderline a bust right now, in my opinion. He's borderline. He's not playing.
With Huff gone, I think, look, he's going to play. He's going to play this year. Y'all
he has
bet.
to.
They know who he got.
Yeah.
He's going to play.
Him on one side, Mustafa
No.
on the other.
No, I mean, they could draft somebody.
Yep.
They could draft somebody, but the truth of the matter is the kid can play. And if he gets, I think under Saleh, he's going to flourish.
Moving on, I see. Okay. Moving on. I can't wait to get to this pick. I definitely want to see Jake's face. Michigan kicker, Jake Moody.
Next.
I'm gonna Jake. Come on,
Trash.
Jake.
Yeah. Next.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for it.
Again, you don't draft kickers. You don't draft kickers.
I know.
I don't care.
Nothing.
I don't care how good you think your team is. You don't draft kickers.
And I know Matt don't want to say nothing about him. So,
Dallas can't get rid of him.
or do you want to say
He's
something? Matt?
trash.
You want to say anything, Matt? You good? No. Let me sure.
Next.
Okay. All right. We got Alabama tight end Cameron Latu.
Unfortunately, didn't work out.
Looks
Bad
like
pick.
Tarzan plays like Jane.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Okay. All right. South Alabama, cornerback, Darrell Luter.
Too early to tell.
Yeah. He's a real good special teams player.
I think that since he's been on the team, our special teams has been trash. But that's not his fault.
Mm-hmm. But do we blame
That's Jake
him?
Moody's fault.
But do we blame him on
Nobody on special teams wants to play a single down as long as Jake Moody has a job. It's unmotivational.
But do we blame him on that muff punt?
Uh-oh.
Because they hit off his leg.
Guys, I gotta go.
Okay, man. All right, man. Down, Jake, man.
I'll be back.
It's all good. It's all good. I can't promise we're still here, though. Can't promise. I'm sure everybody's tired. We were almost done, too. Everybody still there? Okay.
Yeah.
Still there. I know. I seen him try to get off, so. I'll take you out, stream. Hold on, Jake. Give me a second. Okay, I took you out. There you go. He's still there, but I'll watch him. I know, guys. Sorry. At least you know you guys didn't do this. Rest of them. So, all right. Yeah. I mean, do we blame him for that muff punt? I guess it was his Chiefs Super Bowl, wasn't it? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I can't believe that happened, though, man. I can't believe it.
I don't blame him because the chief pushed him into it.
Okay. Yeah, and it was legal play. It was legal. I thought it was illegal, but it was legal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good though. Whatever.
Okay.
It's over with. Okay, next pick is Georgia, OLB, Robert Beal.
Not enough information at this time.
Yeah, this is too early to tell.
Okay, all good. On the next one, I see. Okay, TCU linebacker D Winters.
Great pick for that late. You know, he's a starting caliber linebacker. So
Yeah, solid, not great, but there's definitely it's good things could happen
Upside.
for him.
Upside.
Yeah, good things could happen for him.
Yeah, they're
Next pick.
looking for him to be the next. Try to be the next Greenlaw. They're gonna try to. That's what they're saying. But
He
Yeah.
doesn't have to be. He just needs to play his game.
yeah,
And meaning he's getting 8 to 10 tackles every game.
hmm
He might get a couple, PBUs. He might get a pick, probably force a couple fumbles, and if there's the ball is in the right place at the right time, he might get a pick six or run a fumble back for a touchdown. I can see him doing either, running one of those back for a touchdown. Because he's got that great speed like Greenlaw does.
I just want to see him filling holes and making tackles that get that run defense away from being number 29 in the league. So
just got an update on ESPN. I don't know if anybody knew who he was. I don't know who he was really. He was a former NFL cornerback, Vontae Davis. Did anybody know him?
Who?
Dante Davis.
Vontae Davis. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, his
Vontae-
brother,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
Vernon's brother. That's Vernon's brother.
Yeah,
yeah.
he passed.
Yeah. I just got the cause of death ruled undetermined, according to an autopsy report. I just got the notification for it.
Okay.
Let you guys know about it. All right, cool. Moving on then. Oh, hold on, buddy. Hold on, bud. Hold on, brother. Okay,
Sorry, guys. I got a very important phone call involving my immediate family member I've been dealing with recently.
Yeah, I know. I got you.
So
Go
I
ahead,
had
man.
to take it.
Go take care of it, man.
Do you
Yeah.
think?
No, it's
You
good.
can-
I answered the phone. I got the information I needed.
Do you need to go? You need to go, man. Go.
Nope.
Go with your brother.
I'm good to go.
You
I
sure?
can't. I had to take him
Alright.
somewhere today.
Okay,
He's not accessible.
I just want to make sure you're good. That way you can go. I don't care. We don't care. Yeah, man. All right. We did when you were gone. We did a few of them actually. So I guess you don't care about.
It's all right. It's fine.
Okay. Oklahoma tight end Brandon Willis. Braden Willis.
I think we need to see more.
Bobblehead.
He doesn't make the team this year.
No,
No?
I agree. Agree with Rich.
He doesn't make the team this year.
Damn.
Well, we don't have anybody back at Kittle.
Yeah,
We just got somebody.
We got the guy from why can't I think of his name? From the
guy from
Saints or whatever.
Yeah, Luke
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, he's going to be the blocking tight end, so hopefully Kittle can actually go out and catch the ball more.
Okay. Moving on, I see. All right. This next guy. Oh, God. I hate this kid. Ray Doe. Oh,
Who?
Michigan wide receiver.
Oh,
man.
Ronnie Bell.
I got to say his name.
Yeah.
I have to say his name.
Oh, yeah.
10! Number 10!
Look, I'm telling you, that's another guy probably not going to be on the team this year.
He better not be.
He's gone.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
gone.
it's all done.
I don't want.
He's already gone. He's gone.
No, I didn't know that.
He's gone. Yeah.
He's probably one
They
of
let
the
him
first
go.
people we let go as soon as the season
It was
ended.
probably Ryan's favorite transaction this offseason.
I don't want to give him a middle finger. I'm not going to do it on camera. So here, I'll do that one. Is that better? Not middle finger.
All right, so
Number
next,
one.
Yeah. Number one.
So 24, right? 24 pick. The 24 number one pick.
You mean that Ronnie Bell's?
No. The next pick is the first. is
No,
your
there's
guy.
one more. There's one. There's
Okay.
one more.
One
He has
more.
one more pick.
Okay, all right.
One more 23.
Purdue, Purdue safety Jalen Graham. Jalen Graham.
Hey, he's a decent linebacker, and he's going to start this year. He's going to. We don't.
He was safety. He was safety. Jalen Graham.
He's not going to start.
He's going to play linebacker this year because we need him to.
He's going to
Unless
play.
unless my
He's not
guy
gonna start.
unless my guy Tatum Bethune from Florida State starts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, I got to run.
All right, man.
One of those guys.
I'll talk to you guys later. Go Niners.
Go Niners, brother. Go ahead, man. Go take
Go
your
ahead,
brother.
Jake.
Love you, man. Love you too, man.
One of those guys is going to start at linebacker this year. Unless I don't think the free agent guy we picked up to be the special team guy, I don't think he's better than either of them.
Okay. All right. Rich, you got anything?
Right. I'm good.
Okay. All right. First pick of last year's NFL draft in 2024. Florida Gator man. I'm a Florida Gators fan. Wide receiver Ricky Parcell. Ricky Parcell.
This year he's going to be one of the main targets.
Pearsall. Sorry.
I'm saying, I'm calling it now. We're gonna have three or four guys have 1,000 yards, and Ricky's gonna be one of them. Kittle,
it's
CMC,
possible.
Kittle, CMC, Ricky, and Jawan. I think they're all gonna have 1,000 yards this year.
I don't know about that. Two of them, because I don't think CMC is gonna. He'll have 1,000 combined or 1,500 combined, but he won't. I like Pearsall a lot. I think he runs very fluid. I love the way he runs. It's very smooth, and he's moving faster than he looks. It's weird. I really like
Ed
him.
McCaffrey. He's like Eric Decker. He's a big, fast wide receiver.
When before McCaffrey blew his ACL and got to the Niners, he was really fast. And you're right. I think Pearsall could be a better route runner than McCaffrey though. He looks so smooth out there. It's so funny. He looks like he's jogging and he's moving. I really like him. I think he's got potential. I hope he is not going to be injury prone. He looks a little thin. I hope the off season for him, he builds his body up and he looks good. I mean, I've seen some of he's practicing and stuff like that. He looks pretty good. But I love the way that guy runs routes. It's just he just moves so smooth. I love it.
Matt, man, you good?
Yep.
Yeah. One thing I'm gonna say about Ricky, I know I'm a big Florida Gators fan. I've been a fan of Florida Gators for years since I was a kid, and I tell you right now, this kid would have did a lot more better if we had a good quarterback. I tell you right now, when he was in Florida Gators, he didn't have that many catches that he was supposed to have because our quarterback sucked. I'll be first to tell you. So
and he's terrible in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
He can run, but that's it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's not accurate at all. I mean, he's got a good deep ball, but that's it.
Yep. All right. On the next one, Florida State Seminole, of course, Matt's team, DB Renardo Green.
Stud. he plays like the guy that the Chargers have, Asante Samuel. He can cover you and he will hit you in the mouth. He's reminiscent of a lot of guys from Florida State that played corner there, and there are some that didn't make it, but he plays like the guys. He plays, I'm not going to put him on Dion's level, but he's really good, and he's gonna show it this year.
I think he's got a chance to be a spot starter, so he's going to be good.
I'm not saying perennial, but I'm saying in time he could be at least a couple time Pro Bowler. You know, he's gonna get some picks. He's gonna force some fumbles. He's gonna recover a couple. He might even do what Demo did last year against Arizona and recover a block punt and run back for a touchdown. He's fast, he's strong, and he can cover almost anybody.
Yeah, like I
Even
said,
guys,
he may be a sneaky. He may end up starting.
he's got to be the starter opposite Demo because there's no we don't who else do we have?
Right
You know,
now.
yeah. I mean, Ambry's gone, and you know, and I don't think I know that we haven't I don't think we haven't signed another DB, right? And
No,
you know, we're probably gonna draft one late. You know, unless we take the dude from Michigan, number one.
dude, no way. I'm sorry if they take a corner when we need defensive tackles like bad, I'll lose my mind.
Yeah, we need
We
defenses.
need tackles.
We need another offensive. Like we need another beast at offensive tackle too. So
yeah, but I don't want to be taking that at 11. 11 we need the best defensive tackle available. That's the I don't care who the player is. It's
Walt,
player du jour.
yeah,
Probably Nolan. Probably be Nolan.
Walter Nolan, yeah.
But
Unless Mason Graham falls, if Mason Graham falls to 11, we got to take him.
yeah.
He was I seen him. I seen enough little clips of him at Michigan. I he looks like Justin Smith.
That's a pretty damn good comp.
On to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay. Kansas O-line Dominic Pooney.
Stud.
Exactly words I took my mouth.
I'll tell you, he was the best player in that draft class for us. I mean, he just instantly starting. That just he moved in and just locked down the spot. I like guys like that come in and from day one, all of a sudden you're just like, yep, here's your spot, and he never let it go.
Kind of reminiscent of a old guard that we used to have in the 80s. Either Sapolu or Guy McIntyre.
Yeah,
Great big old run blocking guy and a good pass blocker too. So
yeah, he's a solid player, man. Oh God, I wish he could play tackle. Oh,
him
Moving on.
him and Trent on opposite sides. Woo!
he's big enough too. That's it, and he's and
Yeah, what is he?
I know Kyle likes to pull pull tackles.
Yeah,
So
what is he? 6'5",
yeah,
340.
and he's athletic.
Yeah, and quick.
You know what I mean? That's the thing is, and Kyle, like I said, Kyle likes to pull the tackles. I mean, when he pulls, I love the way he pulls Trent up the freaking hole to, lead block. I mean, nothing worse than seeing, 300 pounds coming in your face. I don't care who you are.
Yeah. Next pick.
Okay, next. My mute still. Yeah, okay, I'm good. All right, next pick. Wake Forest DB Malik Mustafa.
Great pick. Dude's a stud. He's got so much potential. The guy hits hard. I love him.
Okay.
He could be an all pro safety. All pro strong safety in the future.
And like I say, he can be a box strong safety too, which I like. Because he can get up in there and mix it up. He hits hard. I like it.
I want to see him get a pick in the open. I want to see him get a pick in the open field and just get a convoy because he's gonna run that baby back.
Yeah, I like his energy. He's an energy player.
Okay, moving on. I see. All right. Louisville. I love this guy. Running back, IG baby, Isaac Garendo. Oh, love how he runs. Yeah, guy.
If Kyle actually plays him, he's got a lot of potential.
Back up to CMC.
Power and speed, and I think if we can give him a few more, we give him a few more passes, and let him give CMC some breathing time. Like, let's just say CMC starts the game, he plays the first drive, first begin, and then we put Garendo in for a few plays here and there. Just keep CMC fresh all year, so we don't have to worry about him getting hurt.
Hey,
And
you think Kevin Barlow's a fair comp of him, of Garendo? Big guy, quick. Garendo's probably got better
I think
hands.
Garendo's got better hands, and he's faster, and
Yeah.
he doesn't run
Straight up and down.
scared. Yeah, he doesn't run scared.
He runs behind his pads too, which I I like that. Like I said, I know Barlow ran straight up and down, but
Yeah.
like I was thinking size and speed wise, that's kind of who I think of as far as who we've had on the team. It's like a big back.
Yeah, I think Barlow's a little bit taller, but like
Yep.
I said, he doesn't run as tough as Garendo does.
Yeah, and hands are better.
I think Garendo's perfect comp is a faster Frank Gore.
That's a pretty hard comp. That's a lot of expectation right there.
Hey, you know what? If he showed, I just want to see him. I want to see what he does this year with more opportunity, because he's going to get more opportunity than he did last year.
I see, and I totally. The only way he's getting opportunity is if CMC gets hurt. Kyle's he doesn't learn. He runs guys into the ground and then just goes next man up, and just burns them all out. I hope you're right though.
Because I mean,
Right.
I can see Garendo going for 600 off the bench. I can see that.
Yeah, all purpose. Yes, all purpose. Absolutely. Because he's got really good hands.
Yeah, 400 yards rushing, 20 catches, 200 yards receiving, like 6 totes off the bench. Yeah.
All right. Moving on. I see Arizona wide receiver, aka for me is Jacob Cowan.
Undetermined.
Yeah, I think he's just going to be one of those guys that's going to be like a awesome special teamer for his whole career and play like 10 years in the league as like an elite special teamer, like punt returner, kickoff return guy. That's his career. I don't know if he'll ever be like a consistent starter, at least here. There's too many guys in front of him.
Matt Man? Anything?
No.
Okay. All right. 2 more picks. Okay. USC O-line Jared Kingston.
Haven't seen him. Nope, he hasn't played.
So nothing to say about him then? We're good then?
Okay. Yeah. Next pick.
Yep. And of course it's gotta be Matt Man's team. Florida State last pick. The team
Tatum Bethune.
Mm-hmm.
He's fast. He's a good special teamer, and I think if he gets his chance, he could surprise us. He could be Derek Brooks light, or one of the other great Florida State linebackers at the outside spot. Him and Fred and D, or and Jalen Graham a little bit too. So I think we're all right at linebacker.
If there's any chance for him, it's this year. if he wants to try to secure some sort of a, starting spot or whatever, or
Well,
getting some playing time.
Yeah.
This is going to be the year because there's going to be opportunity.
we know he's a special team dude. Like, we know he's really
Yeah.
good at special teams. He just flies down that field and knocks people out. And when he got his little opportunity, last year, he was getting to the ball. So
Yeah, he's quick. He's definitely quick.
Okay, you guys go with that one? All right.
Yep.
Now, before you guys go, like I did
Yeah.
last time, and you guys and Jake, out of 24, 23, 22, and 21, who is your least favorite? Least draft pick? All
as
four of
much
those.
as I love him, Trey Lance.
Okay. All right.
He's
Rich?
what? Would you say he's with the least pick?
Yeah, least favorite.
Oh yeah, it's
Least
definitely
favorite.
Trey. It's definitely Trey.
Okay. I agree with that. Okay. I do
Trey's
agree with
at
that.
this point. Trey's a bust. I mean, good for him that he's making money, but he's a bust.
And I don't think he'll ever be a freaking starter ever. Be a backup or a third stringer. So, excuse you, by the way.
Pardon me.
It's okay, man. Who is your favorite pick from these drafts? Most favorite at all four of them. I know Matt Man's probably saying, "Damn, I gotta go through all my Florida Seminoles, really?" I know he's on think. He's on.
I'd say the best pick. I'd say the best pick is Pooney out of all those picks.
Yeah, I agree. He walked in as a day one starter. I gotta say, I gotta agree with that 100%.
Third and Jawan is really close. There's a couple guys that are really it's those
He's the value
two.
pick.
Yeah, it's those
Juwan's
two.
the value pick.
It's those two and Brock, and there's a couple others that are they're right on each other's tail. So.
And of course,
But yeah,
I gotta go for he took his place, man. I gotta go for Brock from my most because
Yep.
I mean I know Pooney came in, he helped our line out. I understand that, but Brock Purdy is a different player for us, dude. We haven't had a good quarterback like this since when? I Steve Young, maybe.
Jeff Garcia.
Hey, Jeff Garcia was good, man.
Jeff
Garcia.
I'm sorry, man. I feel like Jeff Garcia gets way too much hate, man. That guy was a freaking stud.
Okay.
He was awesome.
He went to 3 straight Pro Bowls, and I mean his rookie year is it wasn't even fair because we had no talent.
Yeah.
Everybody left.
What year did Jeff Garcia shine?
90. When did Young go out? 98, or was that 99?
No, 99.
99.
So he
And then
was
Garcia
really
came
good.
in.
He was really good from 2000, 2001, 2002, and he was pretty good in 2003.
Hey, and then you got to remember the game against the Giants. The game against the Giants, and we're down. They were freaking down a zillion points, and Garcia brought him back.
What was his most best year, Jeff Garcia, with us?
The year they beat the Giants, the year when they came back and beat the Giants.
What year was that?
I think it was
2002.
Yeah, maybe it was 02.
We lost to Tampa Bay at Tampa Bay. They just blew our doors off.
I'm getting somewhere with this now. 2002, guys. 2022 is when we drafted Brock. But we
said 2002.
I know, that's what I said. 20 years later.
Yeah.
That's
That's
what I'm saying. 20 years, man.
Look, but you know what? For the guys that like Kaepernick, they're going to tell you that Kaepernick was good. Harbaugh version of Alex Smith was pretty damn good.
But not as good as Garcia.
No. You know what? I'll tell you something. Harbaugh, Alex Smith against Garcia, they'd be a good running. Be a good running. And I love Jeff Garcia. I freaking that guy. played. I love how he played. He played fast. He played like it was like hell on wheels. And here goes Jeff Garcia running all
Yeah.
over the place, freaking
Yeah.
chucking the ball, jumping in the air and throwing the ball because he can't see over the line. Oh man, love watching that guy play. It was fun.
Over 20 years, man.
He was fast. He could. I mean, he was scoring. He was scoring like 8 or 10 rushing touchdowns every year.
Yep. And
So
his arm, I think, was actually pretty underrated. He had a really good arm for the size of him. He wasn't a big guy. He's only 6 foot
Nah.
tall, freaking 190
Yeah.
pounds. And he had a gun for the size of him.
oh yeah, he had some big arms for a smaller dude.
Mhm.
He was a good player, man. I freaking at one time when he was playing in that freaking the team was called like the Omaha Nighthawks or something like that. I had a freaking Omaha Nighthawks Jeff Garcia jersey. I was like, hell yeah.
Now I know I got your picks from the 2 4s. Who is your all-time favorite from John and Kyle's tenure of picks? Your favorite
Kittle.
all-time? Kittle.
Kittle.
Okay. Kittle to Rich,
Uh,
or go with somebody else.
if you're talking draft picks, yeah.
yes. Yeah, draft picks.
Yeah, Kittle. Look, Kittle's the only Hall of Famer. Fred may get there.
I can't put anybody past Bosa. Bosa's my man. Sorry.
Bosa's not a Hall of Famer right now, though.
I know he will be. He will be.
He's not on. I don't think he's on pace to be a Hall of Famer right now.
No, not right
He's-
now. No. He will
He's
be.
good. He's really good.
Oh yeah.
But and that's why I look at it and you got to pick the guy that's going to the Hall.
Oh yeah.
George Kittle's got a gold jacket waiting for him,
That's good though. That's
and he's
great.
still going to play for probably 3 more years. So
I think he's still got to have another like 2 or 3 65 to 75 catch seasons before he's like. I mean, I think he's a Hall of Famer, but I think to get the vote, I think he has to have like 2 or 3 more years of 65, 75, 1,200 yards and like 10 touchdowns.
I think he'll get that 2 more times. I don't know if he'll get 3. I think he can get it 2 more times. I don't know if he gets 3 because I don't know if his body starts breaking down after that, which I hope doesn't happen to him. Because the best guy I've ever seen play tight end was freaking Gronk. Best combination of receiving and blocking in a tight
Yeah.
end, and Kittle's right there.
Kelsey's good, but he gets way too much credit.
He doesn't block.
I know. That's what every time I talk to a Chief fan, they say Kittle sucks. I'm like, he's better than Kelsey. What are you talking about, bro? Kelsey doesn't even block. Don't even say he blocks. He does not
Kelsey's
block at all.
Kelsey's a wide receiver in a tight end's body. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Just what he is. Can't block, won't block, can catch the hell out of the ball.
Oh, guys, I'm trying to do something real quick. Okay, I got you.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I know. You gotta go. Okay, guys. You guys.
Well,
I'll see you guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week for the NFL draft, guys. It's next week, guys.
All right, man.
All right, right now. All right, guys. Have a good
All
night.
right.
Love you
Have a
all.
good night.
Late.
You too. You too, guys. Peace out, man. All right. All right. I know everybody can see me. Hopefully they can. I'm right here. I just want to give everybody an update. All right. About the NFL draft. It is, of course, April 24th through April 25th. So it says here. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. 3 nights. April 24th, April 25th, April 26th. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That is the NFL draft. It starts next week. Okay? And of course, the first one, the Thursday one, starts at noon to 10 p.m. All right? And of course, the Friday one is noon to 10 p.m. And of course, the Saturday one is from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. All right? That is the draft order on all three days. NFL draft next week. So I'm going to try my best and do the draft. If I can't, don't worry about it. I'm sure everybody else will be doing the draft on their shows, but I'm definitely going to try to do it. But if the guys don't want to do the whole draft and we just want to do our picks, that's fine. But I gotta talk to them and see what they want to do. Okay, but I definitely want to do the draft this year. I remember I did it last year, and I did it the year before that. But of course, I did that the with the Faithful Empire. I don't know if you all know who they are. That's what I named Faithful Empire when we had the UK gentleman on there. So, all right. But yeah, the NFL draft will be next week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The first 2 days, Thursday and Friday, start at noon and to 10 p.m. Eastern, and then of course Saturdays is I don't remember what it was now. 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, so that is the NFL draft of 2025. So we will definitely try to do it. And until then, this is probably my longest show I ever did with the Red and Gold 24/7. So I'm happy for you guys. Shout out definitely to Matt and Jake, and of course Rich being on the show with us. All right, and shout out to you guys. Definitely get a shout out, positive energy to, of course, Craig, my C man, and I just want to say hi to him. Hope he's doing well, and I'm hoping he'll be around. Next time, hopefully. I know he says he misses doing the show, but he's really busy with his family right now. But I tell him, go take care of your family. Don't worry about the show. We'll catch you on sometime. Don't worry about it. So that is it from me. I hope you guys have a great night. And this was, of course, the episode 2 of the past, present, and future. All right. So I will see you guys when I see you. And we will end you with this. Have a good night. Have a good night, guys. Later on. Peace out.
Red and gold, red and gold, red